Yo, what's up guys, Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the best lock bait deck to push in Clash Royale. It's this lock bait deck with the Prince, lots of bait cards, no big spell, the only spell it runs is lock. And I've had a lot of success with this deck already. I'm currently at 2,875, just outside of the top 200, 203 to be exactly. So I'm going to try and push up in today's video. And just a quick, side note, some information. This guy being number 2 in the world right now in the end of the season is also using this exact same version. And I've seen other people also really high with this deck. So this deck right now is definitely really strong. See you guys soon with game number 1. Okay, let's go guys. Hopping into game number 1. Looks like we're up against Hulk. I actually know this guy. He's a really good player. So let's see what deck he's going to be running. In the meantime, I'm going to start off with Princess here. Just to be annoying. Just to maybe force out, spell or troop. In this case, we force out the bandit. Well, the Princess still gets 2 shots on the tower. So that's a pretty good amount of damage. Okay, let's go with guards. Let's then go with a Goblin Barrel here because the dagger dashes is gonna use most of the ammo, taking care of the guards, and then here the goblins get a little bit of chip damage. Okay, depending on what he does, if he goes ability, we can go Rescos. Okay, let's go with Rescos here. I think Rescos should be able to tank and also DPS down most of the troops there. And he also goes with a Void spell. Okay, we can go with a Knight just straight on top of the Little Prince. Not sure if the lock is also necessary. I don't think so because Knight is quite tanky. Knight in this case is of course gonna die, but it still does its job. And then also slowly but surely we're gonna cycle towards the evolution. Okay, so this is looking like a P.E.K.K.A deck to me. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely feel like it's possibly gonna be a P.E.K.K.A deck. Maybe with Ram Rider or with the Battle Ram. Okay, let's cycle Princess here. I think he might. Okay, looks like he does go with this Bandit. Let's go with Prince towards the left side, and then I'm gonna try and prepare the guards here on the right side to protect the Princess. Okay, perfect. Let's go like this. Let's then go with a Goblin Barrel here towards the left side. He does have the Little Prince, but the Prince is still gonna take care of it, and then now it's tanking for the Goblins. So those Goblins are gonna get a lot of damage actually, while the Princess on the right side is also still alive. So right now, looking pretty good. We do need to be careful because he's gonna have a decent counter push on the left side, but we have Knight and we still have quite a lot of elixir available. Okay, so we need to be careful here. He might go with like a Void spell. Okay, looks like he goes with Evil Zap. Not sure if I can defend this, to be honest. I'm gonna try and do my best at defending this, but I think that should maybe be towered down for him, to be honest, because the P.E.K.K.A is gonna take care of the guards. In the meantime, the Guardian is getting a lot of damage as well. But honestly, look at the right side tower. Like the Princess is gonna take care, well, not completely take care of the tower, but it almost took a full tower down while he was pressuring. The Princess was still alive. I believe the tower was at like, I think it was like at 3000 or maybe even more HP, and then now it's at 800 HP, so that's actually perfect. And a play I like to do with this deck sometimes is going Prince one lane, then Knight opposite lane, and then afterwards go with the Evil Barrel because of course the Prince is gonna tank, and then the Goblins sometimes can get a decent amount of damage. Okay, he does go with the Sep, so well played by him. Right side tower goes down, and then here I think I'm just gonna cycle another Princess. So the good thing is that I think his only spells are Zap and the Void spells. So actually the Princess, the Dark Goblin, and all those troops are really annoying for him. Okay, let's go with a Prince. Let's go with guards here as well. Looks like he goes with his P.E.K.K.A. I'm actually gonna pressure. I'm gonna go Rescos here, and then I'm gonna go Goblin Barrel towards the left side. Just trying to create a lot of different pressure on both lanes. In this case at the King Tower, but also on the left side tower. Okay, nice. It's gonna get a good amount of damage on the King Tower as well. We need to be careful with the counter push though, but I think we should be fine. Let's go with Princess here. Let's go with a Prince towards the right side. We can take some damage on the King Tower because it's still at 5k HP. So damage wise we should be fine. Okay, let's go guards here to distract the P.E.K.K.A, but at the same time also DPS down that Ram Rider. And honestly, I think that should already be good game. I don't think he will be able to stop both the Prince and the push I'm about to do with the Goblin Barrel and the Rescos. So very nice matchup. I must say that we had a really good matchup here. But anyway, still a really good game. See you guys soon with game number 2. Okay, let's go guys. Hopping into game number 2. So as I mentioned before, really good matchup to start off today's video. Of course, we had a really good answers to his pushes, and then he didn't really have many spells to deal with our spam, and that's why it's so annoying, but at the same time really good for us to have Dark Goblin, Rescos, Princess. Like we just have so many different spammy cards. Even if they do have spells sometimes to deal with it, it's just almost not enough to deal with all those troops. Like even if they have lock, quick cycle, sometimes you just have so many spammy cards, so many annoying cards to spell out, that even having like a quick cycle plus lock is sometimes not enough. Okay, looks like he has some kind of cycle deck, I would say. Not sure if it's gonna be like Goblin Drill, but it's definitely looking like a cycle deck to me. So I'm actually gonna go Prince here on the left side because you know the Demolisher is gonna get Explosion on top of the tower. And in the meantime, guards on the right side against his Knight. Looks like he also has guards, so he has guards. Demolisher, I think it's gonna be Goblin Drill, not completely sure, but it's definitely looking like a Goblin Drill deck to me. Okay, so should I go Barrel? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go Barrel, but I'm gonna go Barrel a little bit more to the right side. just to make sure that the Tesla is out of range of those goblins. Then he goes with his little prince. Okay, so he has an interesting cycle. I feel like his cycle is not as quick as I thought it would be, because he has knight, he has demolisher, he has guards, little prince. He has a lot of 3 and 4 elixir cards, so it's definitely not as quick a cycle as I mentioned before than I thought. Okay, let's go with a princess here to take care of the demolisher. And then afterwards we can maybe, okay, we force out the arrows, so that's perfect. I'm gonna go knight here towards the left side. And then a play what I like to do sometimes is when we have evil baron cycle, make sure the knight is tanking for one tower and then the prince tanking for the other tower. So what I'm gonna try and do here is, as I said before, try to make sure that both towers are being tanked for. In this case, I'm gonna go Goblin Barrel towards the right side, and I'm also gonna go with Dart Goblin. Ooh, he did a really nice play there by going with guards at the bridge, because those guards, of course, didn't allow the prince to tank for the right side barrel. So that was really well played by him, actually. Okay, let's go guards here. Let's go princess. By the way, I just woke up, so sorry if the commentary sometimes is a little bit off, but I'm still really sleepy. Okay, let's go here with the, I would say knight. I think knight here is fine, because afterwards the knight is gonna be able to, maybe counter push. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna go prince towards the left side. What I noticed with this deck while playing it the last couple of days, one of the most important things most of the times is, always pressuring both lanes at the same time. I feel like that's one of the most important things while playing this deck, is the constant pressure you can apply on both lanes at the same time. So that's exactly what I'm gonna try and do. Make sure that we keep the pressure, going on both lanes. Okay, let's go knight here towards the left side. Let's go, I would say, with a look. By the way, he didn't play his win condition yet, which, as I mentioned before, I was assuming it was what is called Goblin Drill, but now I'm more leaning towards a potential graveyard from him. I don't know why, but I feel like it might be a graveyard deck, actually. Okay, let's go there. Let's go with Goblin Barrel. Looks like we forced out the arrow, so that's perfect. And I'm gonna go with another princess here. Okay, so we're doing a good job at cycling, slowly but surely chipping away as well. But I'm kind of afraid, because I feel like at some point he's just gonna go with his graveyard, which I'm assuming he's having now because of the way he's playing. Because if it was Goblin Drill, he would have played already, many Goblin Drills. Okay, let's go with Goblin Barrel here. Let's go with Rascals at the bridge. Let's go, I would say, wait a little bit now, because he is gonna have to spend quite a bit of elixir. And I feel like he's gonna predict, exactly, I was about to say, I feel like he's gonna predict us playing the princess. So instead of being predictable, I just want to make sure that we get value from the princess. Let's go with Dart going towards the left side, and then I'm just gonna keep under pressure here, cycling cards. So it's kind of a strange match so far. Not really, him going in at all, and us just trying to get damage, but it's not really easy to get damage against this deck with guards, with Tesla, with arrows. He has a really good defense, to be honest. Okay, the good thing is that most of the times we're forcing out the arrows defensively, so then afterwards cards like Princess and our other cards can get a lot of value. He doesn't have arrows in cycle, so this graveyard should not be able to get too much damage. We do need to be careful with the Goblin Curse, but honestly we should be fine. And then here afterwards I'm gonna go with a barrel again. Okay, he does go with arrows, so that's good for us. That barrel might be able to get a little bit of chip damage. Looks like he does go with his knight again, so let's go with our own knight. Let's go with Rascals, let's go here with guards. And then I'm just gonna prepare for a double lane push again. Okay, he does go with a nice Goblin Curse. Let's go with Lock. And then him spending arrows here is a really good thing, because now we can get pressure going on both lanes. Okay, he's doing a really good job so far at blocking the bridge when we have the evil Baron cycle. But look at the Goblin on the left side, guys. That's a really good amount of pressure. We force out the arrows, so let's keep under pressure. Let's go with Rascals. Let's go with guards. Knowing that the arrows is out of cycle, I'm just going to try and create as much pressure as possible right now. Especially knowing that there's only 15 seconds left in the match. So as you guys can see, those goblins are going to get a lot of damage. Let's go with Prince here as well. And then at this point, I'm just going to try and spam as many cards as possible. Let's go with Rascals, and I'm gonna go Lock just in case we need some damage. But at this point, we're leading by quite a bit of damage. So another very nice W so far. Two matches have been victories. Let's see if we can keep going. See you guys soon with game number 3. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into game number 3. Looks like we're up against someone pretty high, so let's give him a good luck and let's see what he's gonna be running. By the way, what I wanted to quickly mention about the last match, very important to kind of note the playstyle of your opponent. Because of course, if he would have Goblin Drill, I feel like Goblin Drill is a card which often is used a lot of times, even in single elixir. And then him noticing, like me noticing that he was playing like really kind of passive, waiting. Most of the times those type of decks are more like beatdown decks, or in this case a graveyard. Graveyard often also waits for like the perfect opportunity to go with the graveyard. So that's exactly why I was more leaning towards the graveyard after I think it was like a minute of the match. Okay, so it looks like he has Demolisher. Ooh, he also has a Princess. Okay, I'm gonna go Prince right side, and I'm gonna go instantly with the Princess at the bridge. On the left side, we're gonna force out Tesla. He has Skeletons. Not really sure what he's running. I feel like it might be a Rocket Cycle deck, which has been pretty popular recently. So we need to be careful here because we do not have a big spell. The good thing is that we have different ways to pressure. I'm gonna go knight here just in case he goes with the princess at the bridge. And then afterwards, I think I might go... I'm not sure if I should go barrel right side or left side. I feel like at the left side it's a little bit better because this way the knight doesn't get damage with the lock. And then the knight might be able to get some chip damage on the right side tower because it's still quite healthy. Okay, looks like he goes knight. I think he might go with a princess soon. So I'm gonna go Dart Goblin here. Kind of trying to, snipe a potential princess. If not, it's just gonna deal with the knight, which is also fine. And then, oh, it's actually lockbait as well. Okay, it's gonna be lockbait against lockbait here. But we have a different version. We, of course, have, I wouldn't say like a bad cycle, but we still, kind of have a less quick of a cycle than him because he does have the skeletons. Here, princess is gonna cancel out his princess. And then, I guess I'm just gonna go knight. Okay, he says, well played, thank you very much. And then, let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, looks like he goes with Demolisher. I think our play here is, again, what I mentioned before. Trying to pressure both lanes at the same time. Having knight tank one lane and then prince the other lane. Okay, let's go Goblin Barrel like this, and then I'm gonna go Dart Goblin here up high. And this is a really difficult push for him to defend because he's gonna have to choose where to go with the lock, and then whatever side he doesn't lock, those Goblins are gonna get a lot of damage, as you guys can see. Right now that's so much damage dealt to his right side tower. Okay, let's go Rescos here. So the Evil Barrel in some situations, in my opinion, is pretty strong. It of course depends on the situation, but if you manage to create the situation as I mentioned before, knight in one lane, prince in the other lane, most of the times you are able to get a lot of damage, honestly. Okay, let's go with prince here to take care of his princess. Let's then go with a barrel like this, and then I think we should be able to get some damage with the prince if he doesn't defend it, but it looks like he goes with a Demolisher, so that's well played by him. And then here I'm gonna go Rescos trying to protect the princess, knowing that he doesn't have lock and cycle. We can maybe get something going. Let's go with a Dart Goblin here as well, but he has the evil Tesla, and of course 2 electro waves, or how do you call them, are enough to deal with the spam we had there. Okay, let's go with princess here. Look at the knight in the meantime on the left side. We're doing a really good job at pressuring, by the way, because if you guys notice, I feel like we are the ones always pressuring and he's more the one defending most of the time. Okay, let's go with prince to take care of the princess. Let's go with barrel towards the right side. Let's then go with Rescos, and then I'm thinking about what is gonna be really key here in this match. Let's go with a Dart Goblin trying to take care of the knight. Afterwards, maybe take care of the Tesla as well, and then maybe even help with the Demolisher. Dart Goblin is really strong. Okay, let's go with a knight towards the right side. Let's go with princess here as well, and then I'm just gonna let this be for now. So he didn't show any big spell, but I think he should have rocket in there. So that's gonna be kind of, I wouldn't say scary, but just we need to be careful with the rocket. But so far we're doing a really good job at pressuring all the time, and also defensive wise I feel like we're doing a really good job. Look at the prince on the left side. Wait, what? Did he not have any elixir, or did he just not see the prince? Like, what just happened, guys? I'm so confused. Anyways, I'm definitely taking the W plus 33 medals. That's a really good amount of medals. As you guys can see, I'm currently at 2,961. Top 147 in the world. I think I'm gonna play one more match, guys, but so far really nice matches and really good push. See you guys soon with the last match of today's video. Okay, let's go, guys. Hope we get to the last match of today's video. Looks like against this guy called Sherry, not sure how to pronounce it. Let's give him a good luck, and let's start off with Barrel here. Okay, looks like he has Evil Zep, so it's gonna be interesting to see what he's running. Looks like he has guards as well. Guards out of cycle. We can definitely make a play here with Prince. It might be really aggressive, but I'm actually really tempted to go with Rescos here because, as I mentioned before, guards out of cycle, Prince just becomes really strong, and then here the Resco boy is gonna tank for his Prince. Okay, he does go with a Goblin Curse. That was a really nice Goblin Curse by him, to be honest, but the Resco girls still get a lot of damage on top of the Prince. We don't really need to defend it here, and I think we should be fine against the Demolisher as well, because the Dagger Dasher still has basically all her MO. Okay, perfect. Dart Goblin just to make sure we don't take any unnecessary damage. And then Zep, he has Goblin Curse, Prince, Demolisher. I'm thinking about P.E.K.K.A. or Giant. I feel like it's gonna be one of the two. And then Wizard, I'm definitely thinking about Giant right now. Honestly, I think it might be a Giant deck. Not completely sure, but it's definitely looking like a Giant deck to me. So we need to be careful with the Goblin Curse plus Zep combination, because that's definitely a combination which in some situations can get a lot of damage. And as you guys can see here, we already get a good amount of chip damage there with the Goblin Barrel. Very nice placement in this situation. Okay, let's go lock here, and then I'm gonna go guards as well, distracting the other Prince, and also taking care of the guards there. Okay, so I feel like his cycle right now is not the best, because he doesn't have guards in cycle, he doesn't have Prince in cycle, so I'm actually really tempted to just go with a Prince at the bridge like that. I feel like he's not gonna have that much in cycle to be able to defend it perfectly. In this case, he goes Demolisher, he goes Miner, that's already 7 elixir spent against the 5 elixir Prince, so I think that was a pretty decent Prince, even though we didn't get any damage. We're forcing out elixir defensively. Okay, Okay, let's go with a Princess at the bridge. Maybe gonna force out, I would say Wizard. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about the Wizard as well. Looks like he doesn't need to go with the Wizard, so that's nice for us. And let's here go with a Dart Goblin. And he's using the guards. I don't know why this guy keeps using his guards. Kind of, yeah, defensively where he shouldn't be doing that. Okay, let's go with Rest Ghost, and then I'm gonna prepare a Prince. Please tell me it goes up front. I don't think so, but still a really good situation. And then here, the Goblin Barrel Evolution should also be able to get a little bit of chip damage. We're probably gonna get damage on both lanes here with the barrel. There you go. Look at the left side, look at the right side, look at the Prince, by the way. Prince also gets a lot of tower, and I feel like we're just messing a lot with his cycle. Prince getting so much damage there. Okay, let's actually go with a Dart Goblin at the bridge. Against Dagger Dashes, it still gets a bit of damage. And then he has Mortar. Wait, what? I was not expecting a Mortar at all. I was, as I mentioned before, thinking about like P.E.K.K.A, a potential Giant deck, and he actually has Mortar. Okay, so I'm really confused right now, guys. Look at the Goblins on the left side though, should be able to take care of the tower. There you go, tower goes down. And then once again, I would say really good matchup. He only has Sep, he only has Goblin Curse, and then we're just able to apply so much pressure with all the spammy cards we have. Even though he has guards, many times he used it where he shouldn't have used it, and then afterwards the Prince just gets so much value, and it got so much damage on the left side. So what an amazing video, really nice push, especially considering that it's the season end. I'm currently at 2,986 medals, one game away from 3k medals, top 139 in the world, so really nice push. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and as I mentioned before, this is definitely the best lock bait deck to push in Clash Royale. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.